Becker and I work for the Pembina Institute. I thought today would be, I talk a little bit about the two organizations I'm involved with, and both work on the clean energy transition working on a more sustainable energy future. So a little bit on my background, so as you probably already figured out. Oh, I have to talk. Okay, better like this? Yeah. How's the bag? Awesome. Yeah, I see the last. Cool. Sorry. So, I'm going to talk a little bit about my background. As you probably already figured out, I'm of German origin. So the first picture is where I grew up, and that's a view of my little village. So I grew up with renewables, getting excited about that stuff, growing up with that. And then I lived for 3 years in Mexico, worked in sustainable development, and then I came to Calgary, where I first met a climate change denier, which was a big awakening for me, but was also important to understand different perspectives, and what is also important to bring along people for the clean energy transition. So I'm involved with student energy, which is, I'm not sure if anybody heard of student energy before here? Cool, I see some hands, yeah. It's a really cool organization. The two organizations I'm involved with are different, but both have the same outcome of wanting to work on a clean energy transition. And Student Energy is a global organization that works with youth from all over the world, and we are trying to create a movement of young energy leaders that are committed to transition the energy sector to a more sustainable energy future. And we do that through global engagement. So we have an energy literacy platform. So in case you ever want to have an easy video on how fossil fuels works, go on our platform. We just hit 1 million views. Our videos on YouTube are some of the most viewed videos on energy literacy. So that's really cool. And the coolest thing, it all started here. So who would have expected that initiative started from students out of Alberta is now a network of 40,000 students from all over the world trying to solve the energy literacy problem and transition to a more sustainable energy system. So we have this global engagement where we bring together people on the energy literacy platform through our radio show, and with partnerships. We also have summits that we have every 2 years. The next one is going to be this year in Mexico, where we expect 800 to 1,000 students from all over the world. Last time we hit over 100 countries. This time we expect 110 countries. And there we bring together young people with their bright ideas and global leaders to solve energy problems. And so we have these summits. We have them also in Alberta, and then we have action happening. So these are university chapters happening here in Alberta, but also we have 3 in Alberta and some. We have one in Nigeria, we have one in Great Britain, in Ottawa, I think. So they are like trying to bring local action on clean energy to campuses of different universities. So that's one organization where I think it's like really cool to know, and not a lot of people are aware of that it started here in Alberta and it's now this amazing organization impacting students from all over the world. And you do cool stuff. You go to COP21. You meet Alec Baldwin, that's our ED. You hang around with cool students from all over the world. You learn like so much by learning from them and hearing their ideas and like hearing their perspectives, because it's like you come from this sometimes privileged background, and then you hear somebody who's like figuring out things how to bring rural Mexicans light. So it's like an amazing opportunity to hear different perspectives. But it's also non-profit life, as some of you probably know. That's how we lived, or not lived, like survived in Paris. 8 people in one room. I think like I had 5 hours of sleep the whole week. Yeah, so that's a really cool organization. If you're more interested in it, let me know. And you're doing cool stuff for students all over the world. But my full-time, daytime job is I work for the Pembina Institute. We are an environmental think tank. We advance clean energy solutions through research, education, consulting, and advocacy. Something that is, again, cool to know that we started here in Alberta. It started in the Drayton Valley, and now it's a national think tank, widely recognized, and really, it's a cool go-to source for educational stuff, but also advocacy on clean energy. So we have, these are some of our 45 people in the picture, and we work in Alberta. We work on 2 different topics. We work on responsible fossil fuels, and we work on clean economy. So the responsible fossil fuels team, what we say, like, okay, we know that we need clean, for the transition to a clean energy system, we will still need fossil fuels. But we stay on the way to get there with the opinion that you have to extract the fossil fuels as responsible as possible. So we hold industry and government accountable to that. But that's our responsible fossil fuel team, and they are mostly in Edmonton. And then we have the clean economy team, which is this cool visionary team, which is like, okay, how are we going to get to this clean economy? We need energy efficiency, which I am responsible for. We need renewables. We need clean innovation. So there's all these cool things coming together to show us or research and then advocate for the things we need to get to this clean economy system. So we do things like the Alberta Climate Summit. That's a yearly event. This year it's going to be on September 28th. And we write research papers, we advocate for things, we do infographics and info sheets. So I'm on the energy efficiency file. I have 2 main areas where I work on. I am working on making the government aware of what they have to do and what has to happen in Alberta to make energy efficiency successful in Alberta, because as some of you probably know, energy efficiency was not really a topic for the last few decades in Alberta, so there's a lot to catch up, and we just really released a report what has to happen. And for example, one of our big topics is, apart from Energy Efficiency Alberta, this new Crown agency that got started in October, we say there's also an important part for government to make sure that energy efficiency is integrated into the utility system. So that means that whenever there's a decision around, for example, transmission infrastructure or distribution infrastructure, which costs a lot of money, they have the systems regulator, and they have no obligation to show that they could actually pursue this increase in demand for electricity through energy efficiency. How they have to do it in different jurisdictions. So it's a really interesting topic where we could help people save money through not investing into unnecessary infrastructure. So that's one part, so that's the geek part, where I'm really happy. But we also do things helping people to understand how cool energy efficiency is. So that's another big part of my work, where I'm trying to make Albertans more aware of the benefits of energy efficiency, how they can take advantage of it, where are opportunities for them. And then you probably heard of this new Crown agency that I already mentioned, which is Energy Efficiency Alberta. And we are trying to, on the one side, make this agency as ambitious and useful for the Albertans as possible, making sure that they do, with the goals they set, that they are accountable, and making sure that they are ambitious with the goals they set. But also we want to make sure that misinformation that is out there around energy efficiency in the programs, we are trying to dissolve misinformation. So for example, the other week I got an email about there's this new programs are out there, so I'm not sure if you're aware of these programs that are now coming out. So one, for example, is for people can sign up for free light bulbs, which is a typical, it's a standardized, internationally recognized best practices program. So people can sign up, and somebody makes an appointment, comes over and changes your light bulbs to more energy efficient light bulbs. So you would think like, oh, what is there to say against? No, you can find things against these programs. So I got an email, and one guy was like, oh, I cannot recommend these to seniors. And I was like, but why? Wouldn't be seniors the ones who are most profiting from this energy efficient light bulbs? So they have to, they get light bulbs for free, and then they have to pay less monthly. And the guy was like, well, I don't know if you can trust these people coming in, because now it started that people started door knocking, and people weren't aware that the door knocking is illegal now, and the energy efficiency programs are only by appointment. So there's a lot to support people with, and what I think if you're interested and you can like help by dissolving or demystifying these myths that are out there talking about, if people are interested in energy efficiency, you can always, if there are doubts, I'm really excited about talking about this stuff, so if anybody has a doubt, let me know, and or send them to me, and my email address is on the website. And also, if there is more interest from your side, I'm sending out emails and information around energy efficiency, so like more on the bigger picture things, like what I mentioned, but also like when programs are out and things like that. For example, today they announced a new program on home improvement. So if you want to change your windows or insulation, you can now get rebates for that. So if you're interested in that stuff, I would be happy to. I have an email list, so I can put you on that. I can give you a sign-up sheet, and yeah, I would be happy if also after the talk if you want to have more questions or talk to me about it. Yeah, cool. Thank you.